Ciao friends and welcome to Simple Italian Cooking. I've got a great party appetizer for you today, and it's kind of a spin on one of my favorite things, and that's antipasto. So although I am sporting my Christmas apron, you can actually make these any time of year. You can make them for Easter, you can make them for New Year's, you can make them for birthdays, for parties, for weddings, bridal showers, just a ton of ideas. So it's coming up to Christmas time, so I'm doing the Christmas thing. So we're making antipasta skewers, and we are going to put the antipasto on little skewers like this. Now these are stainless steel. Absolutely love these, and I will put a link in the description below for you to be able to check them out on Amazon. And so that's kind of cool. I used to have like bamboo ones, and I don't like those because they can easily splinter. Not supposed to, but they do, and these just last forever. So, by the way, if you like Italian recipes, especially stuff like this, make sure to like, subscribe the video, and join our newsletter too, because I'm sending out stuff all the time. All right, so what do you put on an antipasta skewer? Well, almost anything you want, but if you want to think about it in terms of antipasto means before the meal. That's like the literal meaning in Italian, okay? So what does that normally consist of? Well, in Italian culture, that's normally olives, cheeses, and meats. So now, over time, they've gotten creative, you can get creative. So I'm going to kind of keep it pretty simple, very similar to my antipasto salad, but we're not going to be using any dressing. So here's what I'm using. I'm using some mozzarella balls. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at Aldi, you can get them at Meijer, Kroger. They're usually just packed in water. I'm using the ones that are not in a marinade because I don't want it dripping oil all over the place, but you could certainly do that. I'll tell you how to serve it later. And I'm using some sliced meats. So I have salami, two types of salami plus pepperoni. There are lots of other types out there, so just use whatever you can get your hands on. And then I'm also using, and this is going to be really great for adding that color, I'm using some grape tomatoes. You can use cherry tomatoes. You can even omit the tomatoes. And then I also have here, and I just have a little bit here, because I'm going to experiment a little bit, and I have some roasted red pepper from a jar. And I'm just going to see how that's going to turn out. And the best way to put that on. You can also use raw red pepper, would be really nice too, just to add some crunch. Probably a little easier to put on too. And then what I have here is I have some mixed olives. So I actually bought a jar of mixed olives that included Italian olives, Kalamata olives, Spanish olives, and then also I had some black olives that were in the fridge, so I'm using those as well. So you can, again, get creative as you want or keep it as simple as you want. If you just want it meat, do all meat. So I'm going to start with a slice here of salami. And the way that I'm doing this is I'm just simply going to roll it up kind of in thirds, okay? And then I'm going to fold it over in half. And there we go, okay? And then I'm going to put it through and do the ball of mozzarella. And I think I will do then an olive. I think I'll do a green olive. So some of these already have holes in them because they were pitted, so that's great. Makes it nice and easy. And then I think I'm going to do some pepperoni. Pepperoni is my favorite. And if you don't want a whole slice of pepperoni on each of these, then simply go ahead and cut it in half and do the same thing that I'm doing. Let's go ahead and try a tomato here. I think I'll put it through, I think I'll do this way. And hopefully it won't make a mess. There we go, nice. And I think I'll do another olive. And I think I'll do another that. And I think I will end with some prosciutto. So I am actually going to just grab our kitchen scissors that we use for food, and instead of messing up the meat itself, I'm just going to cut off the fat. And I definitely don't need a whole slice, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. And again, I'm going to fold it in thirds here and in half. And shove it through. And that is how you make an antipasto skewer. So I didn't do the roasted red pepper, but that's okay. I'll try that on a different one. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more, and I'm just going to put it aside right on a nice little plate like that. Okay, friends, so here we go. Antipasto skewers. Isn't this cool looking? I just think it's so great for a party. You can put them out on a big tray. Everybody just grabs one, and that's where I want to talk about how to serve them. So what I would recommend is to have a stack of plates off to the side or bowls, so that when people take this, they can take their fork and just push everything off into the bowl, and then they can just eat it right out of the bowl. You can also then at that point be able to have your olive oil and vinegar there, so that they can, you know, if they want to use the balsamic vinegar, then they can go ahead and pour that on, drizzle that all over their serving. But I just think this is really creative. It makes a great presentation and is great for parties. So let me know what you think if you have your own ideas. I mean, and don't forget, you can add melon, you can add cantaloupe, you can add honeydew. You can get really, really creative with these. You can put pepperoncini on here, just a lot of different things. So let me know what you think. Let me know if this looks good to you, if you're going to try it, or if you have tried it. So, and if you have tips for other people who are watching this video. Well, listen, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe, join our newsletter. Would love to have you join our community. Well, thank you so much for watching. Grazie e ciao.